Hey everyone, it's Jamie. Welcome back. If you're new here, welcome. Thank you for clicking on this video. In today's video, I will be showing you how I made this really pretty patriotic wreath. So if you'd like to see how I do this, then please keep watching. I will be using a 14-inch Dollar Tree wreath ring. First, I'm going to wire the wreath ring. This wreath ring has 6 sections, and by section I mean from one weld seam to the other weld seam. So I'm going to take a pipe cleaner and I'm going to start in the middle of this section and wire the 2 inner rings together. Then I'm going to take another pipe cleaner and I'm going to go from the left weld seam and I'm going to go in about 1.5 inches and wire the 2 outer rings together. Then I'm going to take another pipe cleaner and I'm going to go from the right weld seam. I'm going to go in about 1.5 inches and wire the 2 outer rings together. I will do this to each of the remaining 5 sections with 3 pipe cleaners per section, giving me a total of 18 pipe cleaners. And here's how it should look with all of the pipe cleaners added. I will be using this 10-inch by 10 yards mesh from Hobby Lobby. And I will be using this 10-inch by 10 yards mesh also from Hobby Lobby. I will be cutting 9 pieces of each to 20 inches long. I will be making ruffles. To make ruffles, I'm going to take a piece of mesh, unroll it, lay it flat, then I'm going to place something on the end to weight it down. Then I'm going to go to the bottom of the mesh, locate the center. With my 2 thumbs, I'm just going to push up on the mesh, gathering it with my fingers, walking my fingers up the mesh, pulling it toward me. When you are done, it should look like a bow. Next, I'm going to add the ruffles to the wreath. So I'm going to locate a pipe cleaner. I'm going to start with the center one, but you can start with whichever one that you want. So I'm going to go ahead and take my ruffle. I'm going to place it in the middle of the pipe cleaner going vertically. Then I'm going to secure the pipe cleaner with a couple of twists. Then I'm just going to give my ruffle just a little bit of a fluff. Next, I'm going to drop down to another pipe cleaner and I'm going to add another ruffle. So I'm just going to do it the same way. I'm going to locate a pipe cleaner. I'm going to place my ruffle in the middle of the pipe cleaner going vertically. And by vertically, I mean with one finished edge going toward the inside of the wreath and then the other finished edge toward the outside of the wreath. I will add ruffles to each of the remaining pipe cleaners. And this is how it should look with all of the ruffles added. Next, I'm going to go in and I'm going to be removing the 6 inner pipe cleaners. So I'm just going to locate a pipe cleaner. I'm going to give it a few more twists just to secure it. Then I'm going to snip off the end of the pipe cleaner. I'm going to leave a little bit of a stub there, and then I'm going to fold the stub over. So I'm going to do this to each of the 6 pipe cleaners only. I will be using this 2.5 inch wide wired ribbon from Hobby Lobby. And this 2.5 inch wide wired ribbon, and I think I got this at Walmart during the holiday season. I will be making ribbon tails, so I will be cutting 6 pieces of each color to 14 inches long and dovetailing the ends, giving me a total of 12 ribbon tails. To make the ribbon tails, I'm going to take one of the ribbon. I'm going to fold it in half. This is just to find the middle of the ribbon so that each tail is even. Next, I'm going to gather it up the middle where we made that crease. And this is how you make the ribbon tail. Next, I'm going to add the ribbon tails to the wreath. So I'm going to locate a pipe cleaner. Then I'm going to take the ribbon tail and I'm going to place it in the middle of the pipe cleaner vertically. I'm going to secure the pipe cleaner with a couple of twists. Then I'm going to take each of the tails of the ribbon and I'm going to pull them downward. I'm going to place them side by side. I'm going to add ribbon tails to each of the remaining pipe cleaners, alternating colors. Here's how it should look with all of the ribbon tails added. I will be using this sign from Dollar Tree. I will be adding 2 pipe cleaners to the back of the sign using hot glue. Next, I'm going to add the sign to the wreath by feeding the pipe cleaners through the mesh to the back of the wreath and then securing it to the frame. Once I have the sign attached, I'm just going to take the pipe cleaner legs and I'm going to give them a few more twists to secure it. And then I'm just going to twist the pipe cleaner over and kind of tuck it out of the way. You can always trim the pipe cleaner off if you prefer. Next, I'm going to be making a wreath bow. This step I did speed up because if I had showed you the tutorial step by step on how to make this wreath bow, we would be here all day. So I just sped this up, but I do have a bow tutorial that I can link down in my description box if you would like to go and watch that. So now I'm going to go ahead and add my bow, and I'm just going to do it the same way that I did the sign, where I'm going to feed the pipe cleaners down through the mesh to the back of the wreath, and then I'm going to secure it to the frame. Once I get the pipe cleaners of the bow fed through to the back of the wreath, I'm going to do the same thing like I did the sign, where I just secure it by giving it a few twists and then tucking it over. Once I get the bow attached, I'm just going to flip the wreath over, and then I'm going to fluff out the bow. Next, I'm going to be adding 3 of these little sparkler looking things that I got from Hobby Lobby. I'm just going to be snipping off the end of these because they're a little bit too long. And let me just say, these were really difficult to cut in half, but I finally got it. Next, I'm going to be using some hot glue to attach them. So I'm just going to add a little bit of hot glue to the end. And then I'm going to figure out where I want them to go. And I'm just going to place them on the pipe cleaner that is securing the ribbon tail. So I'm placing it kind of in the middle there. This is just so it's not like directly sticking onto the mesh. Next, I'm going to be using some of this vase filler from the Dollar Tree. Before I add the glitter vase filler, I'm going to go ahead and trim down the pipe cleaner legs. So I'm just going to cut about 1 inch to 1.25 inches off because they're just a little bit too long. Then I'm going to go ahead and start adding the glitter vase filler. So I'm just going to add a dab of glue. And then I'm going to slide it down on the pipe cleaner. I'm going to go ahead and grab a star and do the same thing, just add some hot glue to it and then slide it down on the pipe cleaner. And I will do this to each of the remaining pipe cleaners, just alternating the colors from the stars and the balls. And here's how the wreath turned out. I think this is really pretty. I hope that you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, please give it a thumbs up. Don't forget to hit that subscribe button before you leave. I hope you all are having a wonderful day. I wanted to thank you all for watching, and I'll talk to you all later. Bye!